Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be talking my way through 3 chicken dinners, 3 solos, all on Erangel, and it's all going to be kind of roughly the last 5 minutes of each circle. So as you can see in this, there's 6 people left alive. I've got an M24 and an M416, a nice combination actually, one of my favourite combinations because you've got the one-hit kill capability of the M24 and then you've got the overall versatility of the M416. You can use it up close and you can engage targets at medium to fairly long range as well, because it has fairly good accuracy. Not my favourite gun, probably my favourite combination for solos would be to go with the M24, the Kar 98 or the AWM, you know, all the bolt action one shot kill to the head snipers, would probably, funnily enough, be the Vector SMG, you know, even the new version, you know, the 9mm version, because I think that gun is better at medium range than the assault rifles. I think it's more accurate, and especially in solos where you're not trying to hit moving targets a lot of the time, you're just taking on people who are crouching like myself behind a tree. You can just line up your red dot, line up your hollow, line up your 2 times, pull that trigger, and it'll kill them. So as you can see, the blue's about to come in, so I've got to move in. I've moved myself round, I guess, to the quiet side of the circle in the early stage of the game. Somebody else has just died off to my right, so I know I've got enemies off to my right, and my aim here is just to get into right on the edge of the circle. I'm watching my flanks, very aware that people could be rotating around towards me, and I don't want to run into somebody who's hiding behind a tree right in front of me. So you can see I'm not safe. I'm kind of surfing the blue in, coming in very, very slowly. So now I know I can tuck myself behind this tree. I've seen that guy there. Unfortunately, either I get a headshot on him, or he's got a level 3 helmet, so I don't get that kill in first. And what you see there is the disadvantage of the M24 or the AWM or the Kar 98, and the fact that because of the slow reload speed, unless you get that headshot, it gives the other person time to get behind cover. Again, I shot too early there, got the body shot rather than the headshot, and then I missed with the follow-up, which allows him to get behind cover, which is unfortunate. I have also now given away my position, but I do know where 2 of the guys are. I know that there's a guy over to my left on the far side of the circle, and I know there's a guy over to my right. We're down to 3. So it's either we've got the guy over to the right and probably the guy to the left. Probably, again, I'm not dead sure which one's been killed, so I've just boosted up. We've got 30 seconds to the next circle. I'm dropping my marker right in the centre to know exactly where I want to go. And what I'm doing now is I'm just looking around using third person's perspective to check I'm not being rushed from the sides. Doesn't happen that often at this stage in solos. People tend to find their cover and stick behind it. And I'm also looking for where my next cover will be, where I'm going to go to. And I'm thinking that rock in front of me there. So listening out, waiting for the other people to make their move, just so I can see where people are. Again, using third person's perspective and hitting that top right hand shoulder button. So now I'm moving in. I'm very aware that I could, so I take a hit from my left, so I know that guy's still alive. So I'm very exposed, but I need to come in, I need to get safe. I can see him behind the rock, he keeps poking his head out. I'm very nervous about the guy over to my right, but he may have been the guy that died. So there's still 3 people left. So there's that guy there. There he goes right. So he runs right, unfortunately. Now where's the other? Right. So now he engaged is the chap down there. Right. So he's killed him. So I know it's me versus this guy. Now he's behind that tree. He's kind of in that medium sort of distance between medium and long range. Get the miss. And I'm just looking out now. This is the perfect rock really, because as you can see I can climb up the rock. Just going to throw a grenade just to see if we can get him to come from behind cover. I'm not dead sure where he is actually at this point. Now he does something very clever there. He throws a grenade to distract me, but I'm pretty sure he's behind that tree, so just throwing my grenades. Right, I've seen him now, so I know he's behind that tree. So I can get the M24, I can pre-aim, and then we get him with the headshot. See how I pre-aimed there? So you kind of get your crosshairs centered where he will but where his head will be when you emerge from behind the rock, and you kind of aim down sight at the same time as you're moving, so that with a little bit of luck you'll hit him. So now this is the second chicken dinner on Erangel, in a similar kind of place actually. We've got 8 people left alive. I've hit a supply drop, so I've got the SLR and the AUG, I think the 5.56 bullpup rifle. Now the SLR is pretty damn good. This is a really good weapon. This takes the 7.6 ammo. You can get 2-shot kills with this thing. If you hit somebody in the head first time and then hit them in the body, it's a 2-shot kill. Similar to the SKS, but I think the bullet velocity is a little bit higher, and it might do a little bit more damage because it seems to take people down very, very quickly. Disadvantage: small magazine size. So if you get an extended mag, rather than put it in your assault rifle, stick it straight into the SLR, because you want those 20 bullets to take people out if you're having to track them. Again, I've just popped my marker right in the centre of the circle. We've got about 30 seconds until I have to move. There has been someone off to my left, and I've heard gunfire off to my right. I'm in a pretty strong position, as you can see, in terms of kit. I've got level 3 helmet, level 3 bag, level 3 vest with very little damage. Just boosting up now. I always recommend, before you go into the final circles, get that boost up, so that if you take damage, you will have automatic healing. You'll automatically healing. You don't have to worry about applying bandages or first aids when you're in the middle of trying to shoot somebody. So now I'm just scanning left to right, really just trying to pick out, see if anybody's running into the blue with me. Not getting too far ahead, I'm still not safe, but I can kind of wait here. Here comes the blue. I can hear gunfire off to my right now. And again, it's using that third person's perspective. Somebody died here. He's got some boosts. Let's pick his boosts, because I want those. Right, taking fire off to my right. I've got to move now. This is where it starts to get very dangerous. Almost die. But the only thing I can do now is, take this med kit. Hope nobody else has seen me. I am just about in. So luckily enough, the med kit comes into play. I've got to move forward a little bit more. I have no idea where anybody else is. There's 4 people, so there's me and 3 other players. Where on earth are they? I can't see them. So this is very, very dangerous. Right, I take a hard hit. That would have been AWM or a Kar 98 or an M24. Now luckily they don't rush me, so I can take a first aid kit. But now pretty sure that was a headshot. My headshot, my helmet and my vest are both pretty knackered. But as you can see, the fact that they were level 3, I'm taking more fire now, so I've got to move. 3 people left, me and 2 others. I've got no idea really where anybody else is, so I'm just going to run around the circle. And we've got about 45 seconds until the blue comes in. So I'm just going to run for it, just to try and find something safe. So somebody's firing from my right, so I must have literally just run past someone. I stop to see if I can see them. I just can't, I don't know where they are, so I'm getting out of the way. And then I see someone running in front of me. So it's me versus the guy off to my right, and then this guy. So I think, right, let's engage this guy with the SLR. I get one hit in, and then the other guy kills him. So it's me versus the other chap, who is somewhere up there somewhere. In fact, as I was rotating around to try and get safe, I must have run past him. And with hindsight, I can now tell you that he is prone, probably wearing a ghillie suit somewhere up here. But at this point, there's 2 of us left. The circle's not that big. The circle's climbing away in front of me. Where is he? Where on earth is this other person? So all I'm doing is just trying to stay still, hoping they don't see me before I see them. Just looking around. The blue's coming in, so he's not behind any of the trees. I'm locking the view with my top right shoulder button on my PlayStation, same on the Xbox, just so I can see, just so I can look around without moving, because this is pretty critical. So I'm looking. The next circle has come in. I'm not safe. I'm thinking, well, the other guy has probably got to move at some point. He could be tucked in behind a tree, just using third person's perspective. So it's just thinking whether he might be right behind me. Just staying still, using patience. I've got my marker right in the centre of the circle. We've still got 30 seconds to go. At this point, I'm scratching my head. Where is he? So 30 seconds. Let's get to full boost. As you can see, my armour and my helmet, they're about to disappear. So right, now I've seen him. Right, he's there. up on the right. I try and engage him with my SLR. Unfortunately, there's a little dip in the ground. So now I've got to move. The blue's coming in. Let's see if we can hit him with a grenade. Right, he throws a Molotov, so I know exactly where he is now. So I throw another grenade. And then my plan now is to get the high ground, to get above him, because he still hasn't stood up. And then try and engage him. So at this point, right, I can see him roughly in the grass. And then, although I can't see him directly, I could see a little bit of dark. Just spray him with the AUG. And there's you know, a nice little, very tense chicken dinner that one was, because you know I couldn't see where it was. Now this one's a little bit more fun. So this is the final chicken dinner. Again, we're at Erangel, just southwest of Pollyanna, pulling up in the car. I've had to do a hard shift right from Severny, so I pull up here in this house, and I hear somebody inside the house. So I'm like, ooh, there's someone inside the house. So I back off. Now this is quite a unique place, this, on Erangel. In fact, there's so many bushes around the side of this house. I've been here before and killed people by hiding in the bushes. But I can hear the other guy, and he jumps out of the house. Now he must have been downstairs, because he actually just closed the door that I just opened, which is quite funny. As you can see, there's 16 people left, so quite a lot of people. He's just thrown a smoke grenade out. So I'm just very wary that people might be coming behind me. But as you see, I've got this lovely little barrier here and all this tree. So he's just run round to the left. And that's a classic situation where he thinks I'm outside the house. So what I do is I move my way away from that situation, not by much. You don't have to remove yourself very much away from a situation to really confuse the other person, because he's focusing on the fact that I must be near the corner of the house. That's what he's thinking. And then he goes all the way around and he gets a bit confused. And now he comes around this side, and I can see him through the bushes. So, you know, roughly kind of blind firing. As you can see, I've got the AK-47 and I've got the SKS this time. I've got the SKS with a silencer, which is always very nice. If you can get a silencer on your long range weapon, it means that you can engage targets at medium to long range without giving away your position to somebody else who might be closer. That's the classic third party situation you get yourself into, isn't it, where you see someone, you start firing at them, you may well kill them, and then a second later somebody else blacks you from the side because they've heard you. So just taking some of this guy's good stuff. Excuse me, it's not an AK-47, it's a barrel I've got. So, you know, arguably outside of the bolt action rifles, two of the best 7.6 weapons. Now, as you can see here, we're down to 12 people, but look at the cover. This is amazing. You can lie here in these bushes and nobody would have a clue. Again, using third person view and locking that top right hand button down on my controller, the shoulder button, just so I can have a really good look round. So I can see a guy there. See, 2-shot kill. The first shot was probably a headshot, unless the guy was pretty wounded, and then the second shot finished him off with a body shot. Down to 11, so it's 10 and me. Lots of gunfire going off to my north, lots to the south, to the northwest. I'm not safe yet. We've still got about 20 seconds to go. We are on the slow side of the circle, so the blue will come in very, very slowly because it hasn't got very far to go. But as you'll see in a second, I run into somebody who is right. He's to my right. Okay, right now. So I hear him. He's in that bush there, but I can't see him. So I think about throwing a grenade. So I'm just backing off, backing off, backing off, backing off. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. And there we see the power of the 7.6 weapons, the barrel. They're very powerful at close range. With a big magazine, you can take people out in a way that the 4.16 doesn't really. I mean, it's pretty good. The way that the SCAR kind of does. Submachine guns can. The Vector definitely can, but you just be aware that you have less bullets. So we're down to 6. I can hear some gunfire to my right, very close, so I'm aware about that, and some gunfire that way. So I see this chap. So that was a 1-shot kill, so I hit him in the head, so he must have been a little bit injured already. Then I see this guy up ahead in the trees, so he dies. Get a shot on him there. I get another shot, but I don't kill that chap, so we're down to 4, so it's 3 and me. But he's... The good thing about getting shots on people when you've got a suppressor in that situation is I might not have killed him, but I haven't really given my position away that much, but I will have damaged his helmet and I would have damaged his armour. You know, nobody's getting fresh helmets or fresh armour at this time. More gunfire in that situation over there, so I know he's engaging somebody. There's another chap coming in from the blue. Just keeping an eye on him. He's looting that body. Now I'm just rotating right now just to check I'm not being pushed from that direction. And then we can rotate left. It's a nice circle for me. I can tickle the edge of this hill. Not worry about it too much. 2 people left alive now, so it's me and 1 other guy. So where's the other guy? I've got the high ground. I should be able to see him. So again, now it's just hugging the hill. So the top of the hill is blocking his view of me if he's over the other side. He takes a shot from over there, so I know he's somewhere sort of north to northwest. Right, I see him now. He's behind the tree. Let's get the SLR out. Let's see if we can get him at long range. He's got a good shot. He gets some good shots on me. He's a long way away. He won't be able to grenade me. Let's get healed. The blue's coming in. He doesn't have the blue. He's at a disadvantage. He's taking damage. Now all I need to do now is get out my automatic weapon, spray him down, and there we go. A nice little chicken dinner. Well, hopefully those 3 chicken dinners have give you some ideas of how to operate in the final circles. But if you've got any other questions or comments, put them in the comments box below, and well, I'll see you all again soon.